Hi all. So this is going to be a timeless reading. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be doing in this reading is kind of explaining some of my process because this is going to be my very first video. So I recently went through an awakening, and as I've gone through my awakening, one of the things that I've been drawn to do by my spirit guides has been to I have to heal people. So I'm supposed to be working with different individuals to kind of help them heal through past traumas, through love connections, through different types of experiences. Now, that being said, I need to be able to reach people. So I'm going to start posting these videos and really try to draw in a collective. That way I can find the individuals who I'm actually supposed to help. So, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading today. I have no idea what this reading is going to be about, but I wanted to show some of the decks that I have to kind of get that vibe. So we have some oracle cards as to what's the vibe currently. I have 2 tarot decks. I have the Cosmic Insights, I have my astrology cards, and I have some love cards in the event that this turns into a love type of reading. So again, we will find out as we start going through the process, but I'm going to go ahead and take some of these off camera. I just wanted you guys to be able to see what cards we were going to use. So what I'm going to start with is the vibe. So I kind of want to get an idea of what the vibe is that's currently going on in my collective. Ooh. Immediately, I am like feeling like a connection of sorts. Some type of a connection. Established, okay. What I'm seeing there is like settling, like something settling down. Okay, yep. It's gonna be a love connection, something settling down, potentially with like maybe a soulmate or somebody who, oh gosh. I feel like I know what this is gonna be about, but okay. Oh, I didn't even realize that this card flipped over. Shoot, okay. Yep, it's gonna be exactly what I think it's gonna be. I really see this. Now, I guess I should have explained this before I started. So, when I started my awakening, as part of that, one of the things that occurred was I met my twin flame. And when I met my twin flame, I started to experience their feelings and thoughts, both telepathically, visually, in separation, and it was quite the experience, let me tell you. But the soulmate twin flame card came out, and as soon as that came out, I was like, oh no, I think I know what's gonna happen. And it did. So what we see happening in it when I started my twin flame journey, and my twin flame still doesn't know that they're my twin flame, so it's kind of an interesting experience for me still. But what has transpired, right, is you kind of go into these isolations. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there are people in my collective right now that are resonating with like a twin flame type of a journey, right? You might feeling like you're going crazy. You know, it looks like to me things are starting to settle down, maybe for you, and understanding potentially that this is your twin flame. You're really starting to have those, that self-reflection starting to come through for you. However, you're still in isolation, and you might even feel, you do feel like a sense of something's missing. Right? Something's been broken, something's shattered, something's missing from your day, right? Like, as you're just thinking about this constantly, actually, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you're being bombarded. You know what? Maybe this person ghosted you. I think this person might have just disappeared, right? They just ran. And because of that, like, you feel like you have all of these unanswered questions and it's just burning, and yet you feel like you can feel and see them. And you probably do feel and see them. You could probably, you know, connect really easily to them, and you're drawing in on their energy. Okay, yeah. I'm super sorry that that's happening to you. I do know how that feels, and it's not exactly the funnest experience. Okay. This one wants to come out, and I'm just feeling like I'm gonna get it. Uh-oh. Okay. So when I see something like this, especially with kind of understanding what's going on, right? Like this established card, this settling down, you know, I think that there's a lot of, some of you guys might be pregnant and this person could have left. But I really think that this is going to be more around like that sexual tension that you guys both feel. I think that like that's something that drives you in. Or you guys, like when you guys first met, like it was like a super deep attraction together, potentially around intimacy. You know, when I see this liar and, you know, someone's being sneaky, I almost feel like, what I'm hearing is like somebody is like watching you, or maybe they were being sneaky around. Maybe there was a third party type of a situation. I'm really just, what I'm hearing though is that somebody's watching you. Like, you know, like Instagram potentially, like I'm hearing Instagram, like Insta. I'm thinking like potentially you're posting things on Instagram. You know what though? I think you're posting things on purpose on Instagram. I think you're posting something purposely on Instagram because you know this person's watching. That's what I'm hearing. But really, when it comes down to all of this, like you have to let it go and just be patient. Like you have to find that patience in the situation in order for you to what is that? Really for you to be able to connect. There's something here about you specifically that that you need to deal with. What is that? Let me that other card go? I just saw another cards flipped around. You're not dealing with something. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm thinking that you might, your partner or your person is in a relationship, and maybe you were the love affair, right? And maybe there was some rumors going on. Maybe there was some type of talk happening. And that made this person like pull away, and like you're not dealing with it. And I think the way you need to deal with it is just by, you know, healing. And I think you need to do self-care. I think you need to really spend time on yourself right now. Because I see this longing card, right? Like I see this is something that you're like, this was you, right? This was the things that you weren't dealing with. I think you're missing this person a lot, and you're not doing any self-healing from this experience. Like I think you really need to spend some time healing. Yeah, 100%. Like, you need to spend some time healing. I'm going to grab some tarot real quick because I really kind of want to get a little bit more information around, like, what's going on here. Well, those just jumped right out. And I mean, they went right to the floor, which tells me that maybe somebody, maybe you're falling. Yeah, maybe you're falling. Maybe you're falling for somebody. Okay. Not surprising. We have the wheel. Yeah. So with that Knight of Pentacles and this wheel, I mean, with the wheel and the Seven of Cups, like right away, I'm seeing like choices and your life's kind of spinning, right? Like one minute you're like doing one thing and the next thing you're kind of doing the thing, and you kind of just keep going around in circles. Now the Three of Pentacles, like the Three of Pentacles for me, like, is like things in life. And I know that we had this pregnancy over here, and I always associate like the Three of Pentacles with like children and, you know, things in somebody's life that might be impacting them. And that Six of Swords is just kind of being stuck and trying to move forward out of that depression that you're experiencing, or trying to get past your own thoughts. And the sixes. You got 7, 6, 3, 7, 6, 3, 7, 6, 3. You might want to look up what 7, 6, 3 is. I said them in that specific order, and I don't really know why, but I would recommend looking up 7, 6, 3 and kind of seeing what that has to do with anything. But this is like, you know, your person coming in with, or you kind of coming in with like an offer of some sort. Let's see here. What is going on here? Children, choices. Are you in a relationship? You might be in a relationship too. I mean, I'm feeling like maybe I'm feeling you guys is mirroring a little bit. So something that you're thinking about, something that they're thinking about. You know what? Let's get some confirmation here. I'm going to use the other deck real quick. Queen of Wands. Whoa. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So, you know, like, as we start looking at this, I mean, we have the Hermit, we have the isolation, right? We have these two things. We have the longing, we have the shattered. You know, when I am looking at these, and even the Six of Swords, like, when I'm looking at these different cards, like, what I'm really, and what I'm hearing is that your person is in like an isolation, and you guys are on, yes, your guys are on a continuous cycle right now. And I think there's something to do with children, and maybe somebody's in a marriage, somebody's getting out of a marriage, and maybe somebody wasn't being totally honest about it, and they are watching you, right? Like, they're trying to understand what's going on, what's happening with you. And this, you know, Ten of Swords, like, when I'm instantly drawn to that, right? The Ten of Swords and that shattered is, you know, that feeling of betrayal, right? That feeling of pain, suffering, and being able to kind of like, you know, this is in reverse. So it was like coming out of it a little bit, and to come out of it, you really need that isolation. You need to be separated for right now. I'm hearing divine timing as well. Like, the divine timing of this whole thing is like keeping you safe. That Queen of Wands, right? Like, you hold all that passion. And I love how the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles are kind of together. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is like, for me anyways, like, when I see that energy, like, it's somebody who is moving, and they're coming in with potential offers, or maybe even like chatting with you or whatnot, but they're super easy to be spooked. And so when these guys come in together for me, like, I'm thinking of like super passion, right? Like, maybe that's how this whole thing starts. Like, it's super passionate, and that's what kind of starts you guys on this circle of like this wheel, right? and then like it stops because there's something with the children. Like I'm thinking maybe like somebody's not willing to move on out of a relationship potentially because there's children. Yes. And I'm specifically hearing 2 children. I'm hearing 2 children. They might be younger. Let's see here. 2 children. Maybe ages between the ages of like 6 and 10. I'm specifically hearing 8, but I don't want to like just limit that, but it could even be twins that are 8 because I'm only hearing 8. So take that as it resonates. It could be, you know, something else, but I'm hearing 8. So yeah, so it could be twins. They could be 8 years old, and it doesn't look like that person's like willing to move out of that. And I'm really thinking like you guys have these like passionate moments, but really for you to get that world, like you're gonna have to like, you guys are going to have to be in separation, and it might be a little while. And if you want to break this like consistent like wheel that's going on, like you're going to have to do this healing, or this is just going to keep on keeping on. Yeah, you're gonna have to do that healing, and you're gonna have to come through that feeling of betrayal, right? Like I think you want to, it's on that wheel again, like, you know, these choices. Like I love how cards just like when you put them down, sometimes they tell a bigger story. And so this one I think is like a part of this wheel, right? Like I feel like this card can turn upside down pretty consistently as part of that wheel. I think you're coming out of it right now, and like you're feeling, you know, less betrayal, but you're definitely you guys are in this like hermit energy. Like you guys are not talking currently. Okay, let's get that's way too many. Excuse me. But I am gonna take 2, and I'm gonna take this one. And I'm gonna take this one. Oh, there's a third one underneath there. So that means I have to take it. So I gotta take a look at this. Interesting. Okay, so I mean, there's lots of different things that I'm seeing here. First off is power and transformation, right? Like Pluto is all about transforming. It's about, oh, I got goosies all over. So it's like, and I love how I put this right on this healing card, right? Because that is that transforming, and that's that power of you driving where your life needs to, and you need to continue to work through that, right? Like I think that is the big, huge message here. I mean, we do have Taurus. I mean, that could be a sign, but what I'm really drawn to on here is building something that has lasting value, your hard work. And then I'm also seeing April 21st to May 21st. And specifically what I'm seeing there is like May 3rd. And I don't know why May 3rd is so important. Oh, and look, it's 13. So 13 might be important, but May 3rd, it could be May 13th. I don't know. I'm seeing something. I'm thinking it's like May 3rd or May 13th, but May 3rd specifically. So it could be a birthday. It could be an anniversary. It could be when you guys met. It could be something coming up in the future. It's definitely May 3rd. So whatever is something with May 3rd, take it as it makes sense to you. And it's on the children, so the children's birthday might be May 3rd. I know that's super specific. And then that's not going to be for everybody because it's like we're doing the collective here. But I'm just saying, like, it's right on top of it. And sometimes I just have to, like, find that right person, right? Like, maybe this is specifically for somebody out there. Capricorn, Aries, and Pisces. So what I'm seeing here is a water sign, right? And so I know that we have some other signs here, but I mean, I'm really seeing Pisces, and that's at March time frame and early April. Oh, that kind of makes sense too. Yeah, I'm really feeling like the Pisces is what's pulling me in here. Take it as it resonates again. But I'm really feeling like it's the Pisces, and you know, oh, interesting. And so love affair and the slip-in, it was like, it talked about rumors, right? And that's kind of on that. And communicate from a place of emotion and intuition rather than logical and thought. You have a great imagination for storytelling and creative ideas. So when we're seeing that on top of there, like maybe that's something that you need to start working through, like, right? Like, start telling maybe your own story. Maybe not necessarily about the rumors, right? Because I don't think that that's what you want to do, but maybe telling your truth, like telling what's going on, and maybe that'll inspire some new ideas for you. Maybe you're destined to like take this experience and do something with it. You know, the Queen of Wands can also be like, you know, following your passion, right? And kind of like figuring out like how to maybe tell a different story in a different way. Yes. As part of your healing, I think you need to like tell your story, or tell a story about maybe overcoming and rebuilding, like what is important to you. Yeah, I think like rebuilding something that's important to you will really help you begin that healing and bring back this person. Like, how are we going to bring back this person? Let's get a love oracle and see what, you know what? No, I'm actually being told just to get a couple more cards. I want to know, how are you going to bring this person back? Like, we know about the healing already. We know about, you know, what that kind of looks like, but how are we going to bring this person back to us? Like, how is this person coming back? I'm going to flip these around real quick. Hold on. How's this person coming back? Whoa. So when I see this person coming back, I would like to point out that the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands both came out in here, and I just think that that's really beneficial. But this person has the choice of everything, and they're just not taking it right now, right? Like, they need to get to that King of Wands, like that super passion with you. Like, they need to be able to drive into that. That's going to cause that letting go, so you can get that full of abundance. Now, what we don't know is like what it is that, why are they not letting go of, why are they not choosing this right now and letting it go? Like, why are they not getting there? Let's use a different deck. Why are they not letting go? Like, what are they not letting go of? Well, I mean, I think it's a relationship. I mean, it definitely looks like a marriage to me that has children in it. But why are they not letting it go? I want to get one more. I mean, the Nine of Wands can just be a lot about, like, you know, I'm drawn to, like, read something real quick, because I want to see here in this lovely book that I have, the Nine of Wands. What are we looking for? The Nine of Wands encourage healthy boundaries. This card appears when you need to take a stand for yourself. Old grievances have accumulated in a relationship. One partner might be using passive-aggressive communication to mask hidden pain. Open dialogue. Okay. And then the Nine of Swords, in it being in reverse, like, I feel like this person isn't coming out of this yet, and they're not making that choice yet because they have, maybe you guys had a conversation. Oh, ooh, did you guys get into a fight? I think you guys got into a pretty big fight. I'm seeing like a car. Maybe you guys had an argument in a car. This person thinks about this all the time, and I feel like they feel anxious about it. I think you said something to them that that hit home. Like it really, really hit home. What did you talk about? Did you talk about the family life? I'm thinking you might have talked about like their family. I'm feeling like it hurt them really bad. I think you said something along the lines of like, you guys aren't happy anyways. And I said happening instead of happy. Like, you aren't happening. You aren't happening. You're not happy. Maybe something's not happening for them anyways. Like maybe there's something that like you're like, that's not even happening, and you're not even happy there. And you said something about the kids. Like I definitely think you said something about the kids. And then the kids maybe aren't being happy or aren't happy because of the whole situation. But that being said, like I feel like they're kind of working through that, and you know, this being in reverse, I think they're starting to come out of it. I think they're coming out of it, and I think that what's going to end up happening is that they're going to make that choice, but you need to have that patience. Where's that patience card? It was someplace in here. I bet it's right here. Yep. You're going to have that patience so you can get there. And I mean, like the death card is major arcana, right? So these are all like choices and things that they need to kind of work through, but this is going to happen. Like it's just a matter of time and the choices that are made in between now and then. But you have to heal. Like none of this is going to happen unless you're working through your truth. You need to start having that open communication, and maybe you need to have that communication with yourself too, right? Like really dig deep and start maybe sharing your story. Maybe you have like that Instagram. Oh, I heard it. Instagram again, that platform that you already maybe share on. And I don't necessarily know that you want to share like the details of this particular story, but maybe the details of you healing, right? How you heal. Some of the things, maybe like you need to do some yoga. Like I don't want to say do yoga videos online because I mean, that's cliche, but you could do yoga videos online if you wanted to, but like, I feel like you need to share your experience of healing. I think that will be the most beneficial thing for that person to see is you healing, you bettering yourself. And I think that's going to help them get to that 9 of Swords, like in reverse. Like they're going to start coming out of that. Let's see what we got here. I just want to point out, like the time card was like, please let me come out. I'm going to put it back. If it's supposed to come out, it's supposed to come out, right? Ha! Okay, twin flame, are you serious? Like, what did I say, like, when we first started this? Like, you guys are connected. You guys are mirroring. You guys can feel each other. You know, even, like, that, oh, I'm coming back to, like, oh, I just got goosies, too. Sorry, sometimes, like, thoughts just, like, pop into my head so fast that it's really difficult for me to articulate them all in a way. But what I just heard was, like, around you guys mirroring, and your healing will help heal this person. It will help this 9 of Swords, like, and help, was this the 4 of Cups? Like, it'll help that 4 of Cups, like, it'll help them, like, make that choice sooner. I want to get, you know what? Actually, I'm going to grab a different deck. I lied. I showed you all the decks that I was going to use, and now I'm getting a totally different one out. This one has like the coolest book, and it has like the best advice ever in it. And I swear, if the twin flame card comes out of this deck, I will die. Oh, passion for purpose. Two might be important somewhere. Let's see here, passion for purpose. I actually have never seen this card come out ever. So I'm gonna read it to you. As we grow on our spiritual path, so does our ability to serve life, to serve love and honor humanity, and offer a contribution that is unique to us, that could only flow in a particular way through the quality of our own soul light. Every light holds its own beauty. Every light has a particular task to fulfill on its divine path. You know, and I think like when I hear that, like right away, I'm hearing that communication, right? Like I'm hearing that like, that honest communication. I'm hearing honest communication, that in healing, I'm hearing like you sharing in that honest communication about what it actually feels like to go through a healing process, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, like sharing that information with your world, right? Like the people who you're connected with, because there's people out there who need to hear that. They need to hear that. And I think if you really find that purpose and like that, oh yes, like that divine purpose, that's going to get your person to make that choice. It's going to give your person to get to that King of Wands. It's going to get them to let go, and that way you can get that abundance and you guys can start to grow together 100%. Okay, I'm going to get one more of these cards real quick, because I feel like there's one more piece of advice around like your person. Like, what advice do we have for you and how you can better like attract in your person? There's 2 cards here, and I'm not going to take 2. I'm only taking 1. Beyond death and life. And oh, isn't that weird? I mean, I shuffled those cards and I've never seen these 2 cards come out at 100%. They were in different orders and you got 1. Which also, it gives me like that ace energy, right? So like that abundance. The soul craves variety because it leads to wholeness. Wholeness leads to the divine. The purpose of the soul incarnation in this world is to find a place that is realistic through divinity, through sacred, credible of life. Your older soul, the older the soul, the closer it is to realization of the divine oneness, and the more powerful the determination to shed that whoa, like my words just are not working. Like I feel like I'm not even reading this right. Let's start over. Shed that which would constrain complete and conscious immersion into divine presence. And I had a really hard time saying, I had to like really slow down. Sorry for the pause. I am really trying to gather my thoughts here. Like I have 2 things that are coming through. The first one is that you're really struggling with this journey. You're not trusting in it, and you're feeling very lost. That's the first thing that I'm hearing. And then the second thing that's just overwhelming, and it just like keeps bombarding me, but it's got like a ton of different like little things with it, is because this is the question that we were really trying to get to, was like, how can you know, like, what's your advice with this person, right? And I think you're struggling to be able understand the connection maybe that you guys are having. And you need to let it go. Like, you have to just trust and let it go. That way you guys can connect. Like, you guys can really start. I think your anxiety is coming through to this person right now. That's what I'm hearing with this card. Like, I think you need to let things go. Like, you need to have patience, and you really need to like let them go and be accepting and open of the divine. Like, you need to be able to, you know what, and I just was like, oh, look back at that book. And so when I looked back at it, like, what I saw was, so what must you do to receive this divine grace? This is a new life, question mark. You must be willing to face death. Like, you must be willing to let this person go and truly heal yourself. You have to be, in order for this to start working. Like, that's your advice, like 100%. You have to start that healing process 100%. Like, I'm sorry, it's just so much. Like, you need to start just slowing down. I recommend you to start doing, like, maybe even starting a vlog on your Instagram about, you know, you don't even know where to start, right? Like, you don't even know where to start healing. You just know that you have to start letting go and you have to start healing. And you need to bring people along with you on that journey, like from beginning to end. Like, you're gonna bring so many people. Oh, look, I got goosies. Like, you're gonna bring so many people with you on this healing journey. And this person is going to be watching it, and they are going to want to come in, you know, and ignite your passion. Ignites. Like, I feel like that's what's going to ignite this person's passion to get, oh, and it's on top of the King of Wands. I'm sorry. It's just magic. Like, when things start like just unfolding the way that they're supposed to. Yeah. I mean, I think that's what's going to make this person really start driving in and seeing what it is that they need to do, right? I'm hearing one more thing, and I don't have a card for it, but I'm hearing it, and I'm an intuitive reader, so I just kind of like just spit it out there. Like, I just got to tell you like what's going on for you, like specifically. I'm seeing like the what is that? The Queen of Swords. Like, I'm seeing Queen of Swords energy. Like, I need you to not Queen of Swords this person. Like, girl or guy, I mean, whatever. But what I'm seeing is like, you gotta stop. You cannot be mean to this person, right? Like, you have to let it go. Like, you know, back here, like, you know, like what caused this feeling of like that argument that you guys might have had maybe in that car. Like, you were mean. Like, you were like, and you stood in your power, which is good. I mean, stand in your power, I get it. But you Queen of Swords that guy. I mean, you really Queen of Swords them, and it really hurt their ego. And right now, like, they're hurting. Like, they're in isolation. They are hurting. They have a lot going on with maybe their marriage or their significant other or a relationship that they have, like maybe with has these kids in it. And or you have the kids. I just heard like maybe you could have the kids and this person's afraid of that. I don't know. But anyways, like, you have to be really open and honest. And when you're going through this healing, like, even though you might get mad and frustrated with this person, like, you can't just wing off a text, girl. Like, you just cannot wing that text off and it's just like, you know what? Well, then F off. Like, don't do that. If you've been doing it, don't do it anymore. Like, I just heard that like so crazily. I'm gonna just like, and like, I just like flipped over the decks there because I wanted to see it, and I got the Devil card and the Ten of Swords. Like, and I just did the two different decks because I was like, what's going on here? And I think like you might have like a habitual pattern of like reaching out to this person and just being like, "Duh, thanks for the betrayal, jerk." Like, that's what I'm seeing. So stop doing that, please. Can we just not do that right now? You need to do that healing process. Like, you really need to dig deep and get that. Yeah. I'm just hearing like you need to let this go. You need to get in that healing process. And I really think when you start helping people, other people heal too, like, and you guys start going on this journey together, like, it's going to be really beautiful for you, specifically because you're going to grow so much. And this is really just going to, it's going to be gone, right? Like, it's going to be gone. Like, I just like looked over and I saw like the 3 of Wands, like, and it's just like you moving on, like you letting it go and really just, right? Oh, I just love when like cards just like, you just look over and it's like, oh, grab that one. And it's really going to make you like let go of that internal conflict, right? Like, you're just going to be able to let go and let that advice come in, right? Like, you start bringing in that new light, that new life. And when you start bringing in that new life, it's really going to activate that twin flame of yours, right? And that's going to push that person into that King of Wands energy, and that's going to let them let go. So you can start getting that abundance, that new life, that new breath in life. Is that the, shut up. I'm sorry. I just looked over and it was like the star. I mean, wish fulfillment, right? Like, sometimes things are just magical, like just magic when they all just happen the way that they're supposed to. So anyways, I hope that resonated with somebody out there. Like, I am so excited for you. But you are going to start this beautiful journey, of healing and helping others. I hope that you put your Instagram in my comment section, because I'm in a journey of healing, and I would love to watch this happen and watch this unfold for you, and for you to get that wish fulfillment. And again, Major Arcana card, absolutely going to happen. It's just a matter of the choices that you make along the way. All right, well, thank you.